All right, guys, I am back, and I yesterday made most of the ephemera and pockets that need to go in this journal. Um, they're not really anything new, so that's why I didn't record it. I hope you guys don't get too angry at me for it. But so we're going to fill them, and then we're going to decide on some decorations and see how far we get today. So yeah, I went ahead and sewed it with the red thread to kind of match the outside here. And I kind of like the way they did it. Oh, and these ladies are part of Amy's Easter kit from last year. And then I've just added some kitties to some of them. And then on some of them, there's some butterflies that I had. And honestly, guys, I don't know. I don't know where those butterflies came from. There's a lot of butterfly fussy cuts. I think Susan at Poppiness has some. Tracy Fox has some. I think Andrea at Artie Mays has some. If I had to guess, they're either Poppiness's or Tracy Fox's where I got them from. And Tracy's is Love Junk Journals. So, all right. So now, let me get my pockets out here. See, that's a pocket. And then all tags. There's a pocket, pocket, and then some side pockets here. So yeah, I have had this stuff forever, and I was thinking I would never end up using it, but I did. So yeah, pretty excited about that. So let's just get to filling. These are just some extra stuff I had. Let me get it out of the way. All right, so see, this one and this one are kind of like the oddball ones that. And let me explain to you what I mean by oddball. It doesn't mean that they're oddball. They're just different different style, but you don't necessarily want, or I don't necessarily want more than one of them in the journal, if that makes sense. So yeah, I hope you guys are all doing okay. And you're faring all of this stuff still well. We are doing good here. Things finally feel like they are returning back to pre-August. So, and not in every aspect, obviously, but in a lot of ways. So that has been good for me and the kids. Kind of feels like some of the drama is leaving the area, if you will. And I guess you don't actually ever realize how much stress you're living in until it like gets alleviated, right? So this whole week for me has been kind of about remembering who I was becoming before this all came about. So yeah, very enlightening week. Obviously, for obvious reasons, just, you know, I think sometimes, and I don't know if every woman's like this or not, but we tend to get so wrapped up in everybody and everybody else's, for lack of better words, drama, that we forget that if we are not healing and processing the things happening around us, then we get into this funk. And then, I mean, most of the women I know don't really take a whole lot of time to care for themselves. So yeah, I'm kind of relearning how to do that. And I mean, if I'm being honest, I don't think that I've ever been a person that takes a whole lot of self-care time. And I've said it before, I think a lot of us that do the crafting and that sort of thing are basically, I think, the healers of yesteryears, if that makes any sense. The medicine women or men. Don't know that I have too many guys on my channel, but it's not exclusive necessarily to just women. But yeah, I think that's my honest opinion. I think we're healers. I think that's how we heal not only ourselves, but other people too, is through our art or whatever we're doing. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Let's put this one here. And I know that I did that cool one on the other one, but I think this time I'm just going to make it slide all the way through. So just up here a little bit and at the bottom. I don't think I'm going to make the T on it like we did in the challenge. Yeah, so that's my honest take on it, is that, I mean, I'm learning a lot, right? Because I think that's probably the most important thing for growth, right? Like you learn what not, like you learn the parts about your person that you're no longer okay with, you know, behaviors you've accepted and behaviors you're no longer willing to accept. I think you also learn maybe some behaviors you have that you didn't necessarily realize you had, or the effect you have on other people. So yes, that is what I am doing these days. Is relearning. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it on this side because I really do want it to stick that way. So, and then I want to make sure that I don't go too far to the edge. Oh, and you could probably hear Gracie giggling. I have no idea what she's giggling about, but yeah. And I guess too, learning to find our laughter again has been kind of the kids and I's mission this week. I think you can only live so long down before you either succumb to it or you stand up, right? So yeah, this week's been about standing up. Are we almost to the middle? We are, but I was thinking maybe I was wondering if that looked too weird having him there. Because I think I'd like it a little closer. Well, if it was here, like that. And then we'll find the other page like that. Yeah, I think I like that. So yeah, find the joy, I guess. And I guess for me, the fear subsided a lot in the last week. So that's always, for those of you that have been through it, you know that that's probably one of the hardest things, especially if you're stay-at-home mom and haven't really been out into the workforce. For me, that's been like a really, really, really hard pill to swallow, if you will. Is the fear of the unknown. But yeah, but I can't say that I'm regretting any of the decisions. I can't honestly say that. I think I'm getting to the point where I would just rather be happy than not, I guess. Okay, now let's go to the middle here and put on our pretty little kitty here. Oh, and how I got those cats is I just fussy cut them. I just cut extra out of Amy's cat kit. And then just use those. Like so. Like I said, then we'll stuff the pockets and then we'll kind of, I want to put some floof and ruffles and stuff like that into it. I got my ruffle box over here and we'll put on some tabs and some ruffles. We've got to decorate the front and back pockets. Yeah, that'll be fun, I think. And I hope you think it'll be fun too. I really like it when you guys come along with me to craft. And I hear from you guys sometimes that you really do like the finishing touch videos. So I will try to take you guys along with me when I'm doing those. All right, so those are our pockets. All right, so okay, so we got that full. So we're just down to decorating that. All right, pretty little kitties I made. See, there's... So those go in the tucks, I think. I don't know that I really had a rhyme or a reason, necessarily. And she looks pretty in there, doesn't she? Okay, so let's go back to this other pocket here and put her in. Okay. This one's kind of cute. I could probably slide that one in there. Like that. Okay, and then this one back here already has its card here. Little kitty on it. Then it's got its card here. Little kitty on it. And then for this one, which okay, good, I didn't glue it shut. I made this little tag here to kind of stick out. Like so. Just a little peep out. Okay, then, so we have a top one, so that would be where one of the tags would go. Like so. Okay, then we need a little one right here, which I think this one might be too big. Yep. Okay, so maybe a little butterfly here. Okay. And I think we'll call that good for that one. So that one's completely done. Okay. Let's go to the middle because I know for sure these big ones went, I think, if they fit. Oh gosh darn it, they're just a little bit too big. That's all right. Let's see if we can switch these out, see if they're about the same size or if they're, yeah, they're the same size. Okay, so maybe we put these big guys in this one. Is that gonna work? It might not. Nope. All right, interesting. It's okay. It's all good. I don't know what we'll do with these. I might have to cut them down. If I cut them down, that would work good. So I'll put that one in there for now. And then the other side pocket right here. Okay, like so. And then we're just down to those middle ones and cutting this. Yeah, we're gonna have to cut those down, I think. And then I'll have to re-sew. Because I think tall-wise they work fine. It's just width that they're not gonna work. If I had put those all the way to the edges, then they probably would work. But yeah, it's just gonna get annoying if we try to do too much more. So let's go ahead and cut those down. Then I'll pause the video, go sew them back up really quick. Oh, it's not even getting that chubby. Okay, so we have room, guys. That's odd. It's not something that usually happens in my journals. Okay, let's see if that fits. That would almost definitely work better, I think. Yes, I like that. We might actually put her on this side, but let's see what we can do with this one. should I cut off of that one? What is this? It's about 4.5. Just do the same on this one. Just double check, make sure it all fits. Yep, okay. All right, guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to go ahead and sew these two up this side here, ink and sew, and then I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I got those sewed, and so we'll just stick those in there. And for now, we'll call those done. Not really crazy how her face is kind of covered up, but and we could, nah. We could, however, stick these remaining two pieces down in this pocket here. And then find the other one and stick this one in there. So the kitty's poking out. That, okay. All right, so here I've already used, and I better write it down because you know what happens when I don't write stuff down. It gets lost. Oh, just totally dropped my paper. Oh, comedy hour, I tell you. All right, so we have calm, live, and faith. And why that's important is because I'm going to pull my little bin out here of stamped fabric, and we don't want to use the same words twice in the journal, right? So we have breathe. We haven't used that one yet, but it might be too big for the pockets. Don't know yet. Pull a couple of different colors of that one out. And we have grace. I've already used faith. They're all kind of jumbled up in there now. I don't know. It's like somebody's been rifling through it. I might not end up having story. We don't have story. Brave. Brave's a good one. Hope. Hope's always good. Okay. I feel like I'm having the hankering to stamp on fabric again. Is anybody interested in seeing how I do that? I mean, it's not terribly entertaining, but I don't know. I think these are all the same now. I'm not really seeing any more new words. Because I have lots of words we could be doing. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll just make a whole big video of all of it, right? Okay, I'm going to set that aside for a second and we'll trim down the areas we need to trim down. We might not even need all of those, but sorry, I was just taking one more gander to see if I had them all. And I believe that I do. Oh, plus I have a couple of new stamps that would look really cute on there. And then I have some ideas for them too. Okay, so these already have flowers on them, and I believe that those are my porch prints. Oh, and you know what? Those other ones that we have might actually be my porch prints butterflies too. It might be. Well, and the story behind that really is that I forgot that I had bought some. And then I bought another kit. Oh, I have 2 breeds out and 1 brave. It's a little bit long. I needed one more word. So what if we use the same word twice instead? And how about faith? Because faith is always a good thing to have, right? Never have too many faiths, right? Okay. So we're going to do it. And yeah. All right. So then we need butterflies. And don't know if those are all too big that I have back here in the corner. I'm not sure if I have, you know what, I'm thinking more and more that it might have been my porch prints. I don't think I have any small ones left in this one. I'm going to get this out of the way for a second while we sort. I guess it doesn't necessarily have to be butterflies per se. We could maybe try and find a couple of small somethings, right? Some small like flowers, or that one's pretty. Yeah, it looks like I need to do some more fussy cutting. Getting kind of low on butterflies as far as like the small ones that I like to use. And I think some of those butterflies are Crafty Cats too. Like the blue ones I think for sure are. And those are Lorna Taylor's roses. So this must just be a collective of different things that were on my desk, and I kind of cleaned up and cleaned off. And I'm vaguely remembering that they were in a bucket that I used to use all the time. Yeah, because there's a Tina. Okay, let's see if we have any more smaller butterflies that kind of fit that motif, because I know Tina's butterflies are beautiful, yet not quite the same scheme as what we're going for. See, these are some Tina butterflies, not quite what we're going for. Here's some, but I think I already went through these and got all the little ones out of it, which prompted me to look. Let's see, that's the same one. Which prompted me to look at the other collection of fussy cuts I have, which didn't yield much. No, there's not more little ones in there. There's some Tim Holt ones. Well, I might end up just having to use Tim Holt ones. I don't know if I have any of the small ones. Like, here's all the small ones here, and they're a little bit shinier than I have been going for. I guess we could probably take our Distress inks down in there, right? Kind of take the shine out. Yeah, it might be what we end up having to do, because those are big butterflies. Those won't work. Yeah, I need to have some time and just like organize my stuff, because I've got butterflies apparently everywhere. Every which place. All right, so I guess let's pull our book back over. And let's just go for gold and glue these on. Let's, before we start decorating with butterflies, let's get the rest of these words on. You know, I'm kind of clueless on what my next journal is going to be. I think I need to get caught up on Keisha's envelope or cards, or like the bag or bag card thing. Why can't I think? Okay. I'm literally 2 months behind, and she just got us the March one, so I've got to get that recorded. Plus, if you guys aren't part of that Facebook group and would like to join the Junk Journal Inspirations group, Nikki did this really cool St. Patrick's Day like pocket and tag and like ephemera little thing for the group, and so yeah, it's kind of a free download. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I want to get that printed out and do a quick little video on that. I think that'll be fun. And then I've got 2 emails of ideas for our TCTC challenge. And I need to go back and reprint that because I didn't realize that my printer was out of ink. And then I closed out the email and yada, yada, yada. Life, yeah. And then life took over, and then I've got, somebody sent me something else, and I don't remember who now. Maybe it was Connie. Sent me an email reminding me about some pockets that I still have outstanding from the Christmas challenge. So yeah, I need to just get on the stick about that. At some point, right? I'm being kind of gentle with myself right now. So at some point, I will get those pockets done, Connie. I promise. It might take me another year or 2, but... at least it makes me giggle, right? Yeah. I think today all we're going to have time for really is gluing these on and then kind of picking our which ruffles we're going to use, because I think for the most part the decorating per se is not done, but like the big elements are done, right? She is so funny. And by she, I'm talking about Grace. Just, oh my goodness. She has this guy friend, and I am so grateful for him. I'm going to have to, like, bake him a cake or something. Like, he is really keeping her grounded and leveled and just really stepped up the plate to be her friend, and I really appreciate that. And I think Bo's doing okay. His main response to everything was like, well, I'm 20. And I'm only here to get through school. And he doesn't mean that meanly. It's just, that's, yeah. It's kind of where his brain's at these days, is he's looking forward. And so it wouldn't really matter. Like what him and his dad and I decide to do, it doesn't really like affect his life long term. It's not like the kids are really little. So he was just kind of like, let me know if I need to move out. I was like, no. No, son, that is not what we want. I mean, I guess in some ways I'm really thankful that all this came up now versus like when they were babies. Oh, I could not imagine them being young and then us going through all this. God, what a mess. And I don't think I would have been handling it as well as I am. Because I think for the most part, I kind of am. And I think sometimes you just know when it's over. Like you try your best and things don't change and it just, yeah. I mean, it's hard when only one person's doing the work, right? So, yeah. Life would have been so much easier if you just bought the sports car, right? That's my motto these days. I don't know why midlife crisis hits guys a lot of times worse than it does women, but yeah. Anyways, sometimes they're just into imploding their lives. Yeah, so all right, so let's decide. Oh yeah. See, okay, so one of the things I did want to address is this one. I think it's just a tad too long. So I'm going to take it down just a little bit to give it a little bit more room so it's not snagging up on the end. And this tag was just, it's like 2 inches wide, and I used this punch. It's in Paper Studio, one that I got at Hobby Lobby. And then I wonder, because the pockets are obviously pretty tight, so you got to be kind of careful going in and out. So then I'm wondering, do I trim them down a little bit? I don't know. Well, we'll do some thinking on that. Okay. All right. So then what did I say we wanted to do? We wanted to pick ruffles for it, right? Yeah, it needs some ruffles. Oh my gosh. I think this is so cute. I love this little kit. Kind of surprised at myself that I hadn't used it earlier. Okay, let's see. I've got tons and tons of ruffles. So, and most of my ruffles either came from like my scrap fabrics or they come from Emily over at Junk Journal Inspirations on Etsy. She just rebranded. So if you're having issues finding her, let me know. And I will try to link the new name and the new shop. And I got these from Keisha's live sale. One of the sellers there had the blue, but I don't think that's quite what we're looking for that one, but we'll keep it out. This pink would look nice and cute. Oh, look at the green. I forgot I ordered green ones. And I don't remember if this is the same gal as, it must be. Must be the same gal. Set those out because I do like a little bit of green in there. And do we want a few of the little red to kind of mix in there? Probably, huh? Ugh, where are all these strings coming from? I kind of want to try to be mindful too of the dressed up ladies too. I don't want it too country, but yet not too, that's what I'm looking for, elegant type, if that makes sense. This would probably go. That's more going with that theme. For some reason, this kind of seems like it might go too. Hearts, probably not. I do like that, and I already had some out, but there's some smaller pieces. there that apparently I've already cut with. Okay. Yo, there's a pin in one of those. Is it gray too much? I don't know. I think the gray just doesn't really seem to blend in there real well. So we'll say no to the gray. Looks like I might have to go ruffle shopping again. Oh, there's some of that one. Only a smaller piece. So we'll use up our small pieces first. Yeah, I think that's kind of it for the ones that I would use in here. There's some Amy over at Glamping and Glitters. Oh, there's another small piece of that one. Okay, I think for now, oh, that one's always kind of a nice one, and that looks like the last that I have. So maybe we'll just, ooh, wait. That purple looks kind of nice too. Man, I've got a lot of those small blue ones, so. All right, so we'll set those out here. And I think in the next video, I will just come back and we will get started on all of these little ruffles that we're going to put on, because I'm going to need to count pages where they're at, kind of decide where I want all the ruffles. We may not use all of them, but we might decorate a few more pages up. I don't know. Let me get a game plan, and then I will just see you in tomorrow's video. Bye, guys.